Hey, it's me, back again for more. Let's see, what is it now? It's August already? God damn, where has the summer gone? Uh, anyway, I just figured I'd throw something together here before I head back to work for the weekend. See, I don't remember the last time I actually did a full update. Yeah, so anyway, life is, it keeps moving along, I guess. Oh, not without its hiccups. So yeah, last week I had the issue with my arm. Not really sure what was going on there. But so the on-site therapist at work, the physical therapist that works with the employees a couple times a week, and yeah, he checked it out. Didn't seem all that concerned about it. I mean, I don't experience any pain with it now, so should be fine, I guess. Um, yeah. So Wednesday was a lot of fun. Wednesdays I usually go and I get my electrolysis appointment done right away after work. Um, the same morning after I finish my work week out. So anyway, I follow that up with a pretty much a standing schedule where I stop by and visit my mom for a couple hours in the late morning, early afternoon. So I get there on Wednesday this week, and I get down there and well, the door is unlocked, but there is nobody home. Her she lives in an assisted living place. Good God, I'm listening hard today. Um, yeah, so she lives in assisted living, not a nursing home. I mean, she's free to come and go as she pleases, and shit, I'm tangled here. She comes and goes as she pleases. It's no big deal. She's not in the apartment, but I go in there and I find out okay, there's a bunch of furniture is askew, and her walker, which she wholeheartedly depends on to go anywhere, is sitting there by the door. It's like, okay, what the fuck is happening here? So I go off in search of someone, anyone that knows what's going on. Run across one of the staff members who asked if I'm looking for her, and I say that yeah, I'm there for her. No, the staff member tells me that she'd been taken to the hospital about an hour prior. I still don't know what the diagnosis was, but at the time they were concerned about a stroke. So here I was. God, do you have to be up here making all that fucking noise, cat? No, well, better noise than usually. Okay. Anyway, I'm drifting here. Um, yeah, so they carted her down to the local hospital. As luck had it, I was the only one the between me and my brothers that live in the area. I was the only one that could get over there, to check things out. And I wound up staying at that hospital with her from about 10:30, 11 o'clock until God, what time did I leave? It was about 6 o'clock, 6:30 that evening when I left. Which in and of itself is not a bad thing. They decided to admit her and hold her overnight for observation and do some testing in the morning. You know, I don't know what the results were. I actually did not get to go back over there, but apparently they let her go home the next morning or the next afternoon. So her stay was just literally a day and change. So clearly it wasn't anything major. But anyway, so I'd been at the hospital with my time at the hospital. I had gone a full, what would have been now, from a little before 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon until 7:30 p.m. the next night with no sleep and no food. So I'd gone over a full day without any of that shit. And yeah, that took a hell of a lot out of me, a lot more than I ever anticipated. So there I was, I just, it sucked. It wasn't like I really had an opportunity to stop off at the hospital and grab a full meal, because they were constantly schlepping mom around between this room, that room, that room, and that room. You know, if I leave, am I going to be able to get back, or is she going to be taken to a different room before then, or what's going to happen? So I was kind of obligated to stick around and hang out. But yeah, then I get home and I find that Trish didn't take it so well either. I don't know if it was because of the heat, because we were in the upper 80s that day, and I was gone for more than 24 hours, basically, with a small break of about half an hour, where I actually was home. But that was barely anything. So, or was it the heat, because it was upper 80s? Did the food, the canned food that I put out for her in the morning, did that spoil and she ate it? I'm not sure what happened, but poor thing had her first ever bout of diarrhea, and a second bout, and a third bout when it finally started to ease up the next morning. But having to deal with that too, in addition to a sick parent, it's like, yeah, when it rains it pours, But yeah, that was my fun for Wednesday and Thursday. I've been trying to get my shit together enough to formulate a plan for how I want to set things up as far as a future, like streaming or anything like that, or just to refresh the look of my condo. I've had everything in the same place. I've had the computer desk and my way obsolete laptop sitting up in the spare bedroom for the last 4 years. I was like, I should probably just bring that back downstairs into the living room. Maybe set up some kind of a computer center there. Plan to use that as my base of operations for streaming later on. I don't know. But that involves taking the desk downstairs, carrying it downstairs on my own, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. I mean, I was able to carry it upstairs on my own. Of course, that was before HRT, so I don't know if I've lost any strength as far as my ability to carry shit. It's hard to say. But I've also got to deal with the folding table that I currently got in that spot that may or may not have a spot to go to. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. Oh yeah, what's that? Oh yeah, I got a moth in here. Yay, got a little mothy. So yeah, I got some planning to do, but I don't know. I get these visions of grandeur as far as like getting an actual online presence established and maybe actually doing like live streaming on a schedule, but I haven't even ever done a full live stream with the camera on like ever. I think I did do a couple live stream uh, runs of Mega Man X a couple of years ago, but that was just gameplay only with no audience. But yeah, speaking of an online presence, I've been thinking, and I don't know, I'm looking for feedback on this, and maybe it's a good idea, maybe not, I don't know. So I've been um, I've been Truthless86 since 2002. I mean that's been my handle for a lot of different things over the years. Not always. I mean, sometimes there are some services where someone else actually did beat me to the, uh, the name, but it wasn't very frequent. I am stumbling over words horribly today. I'm not even really tired yet. Progesterone hasn't kicked in. But I'm starting to think, Truthless86 was born of a combination of my fandom for Project 86, as well as just a need for an online persona back when I was that kid back then. I'm a much different person now, and I don't really feel like Truthless86 really fits me anymore. But at the same time, I don't have an alternate name to use for an online handle that actually would work for me. At least not that I can think of off the top of my head. So I don't know. Maybe someone has an idea for a name I could explore or look at. And if so, cool. Maybe I can actually use that as a starting point and come up with something that's all me. That's uniquely me. But the point is, I feel like the time has come to retire Truthless86 as the name of my persona, my online persona. And the question then becomes what to change it to. Hopefully I'll find out, figure something out pretty quick. What else I have happened this week? I had a handyman over to check out my window the other day. He didn't seem to be concerned about it because I had done a little too good of a job nailing the trim back into place. So, not really sure what the root cause of everything is, but he didn't seem all that concerned about it, so I guess I'll just let it go. Still, I know it kind of puts my mind at ease, but I'm still a little bit wary about it, because there has to be a reason that happened. That was just because the heat got to the boards and they finally decided to just warp a little bit in the summertime heat, or is there a deeper issue? I don't know. But got the guy over. He looked at it for a couple minutes, complimented my hammering work, said not to worry about it. So I guess I won't worry about it then. For now. I feel like there's more. Oh yeah. My manga collection that's growing out of control. I keep buying more and more and more and more. I've got probably another 15 to 20 in transit, or at least on order at this time. So there is no stopping it right now. You know, I'm aware that my voice does not carry well, and when I'm speaking into the microphone off the camera here, it's not really getting picked up all that well. I think next time I am going to try a Bluetooth earbud with microphone built in, just to see how that works out as far as being able to pick up and amplify my voice. Because yeah, I'll admit it's hard to hear me. It really is hard to hear me because I'll do playback on any of these videos at a random point in the future, and I gotta turn the damn thing all the way up to maximum volume on my phone to hear it. And even then, it's not very good, not very clear. So, for those of you that actually have watched these, despite all that, thanks for sticking it out. But as far as everything goes with me in the present, things are, well, they're better now. Last week, I did have kind of a breakdown where I did float a favorable opinion toward ending my own life. And as seriously as I was considering it that night, that day, whenever it was that evening, I don't even remember what time it was, when my mental state bottomed out. But based on that, the desire I had to go in my fireproof chest there and grab the gun and, got me rethinking things. I think I'm gonna have a friend of mine hold on to the piece for the time being. So it's too much of a danger for me to keep it on my own premises. Oh my good God, she did. That friend really did give me a good talking to that a couple nights later. Kind of bitch slapped some common sense back into me. I had reached that point where I just didn't give a fuck, where I felt that if I died, nothing would matter. Nobody would care. It would just be like, oh, she's gone? Oh, well, who cares? Yeah, I kind of got reamed out for that. But I needed that. I needed that chat. I've been prone to depression and suicidal ideation since I was a teenager. I had not reached the depths that I've reached recently. I had not reached those levels since I was in my late teens, maybe early 20s, but it's been many, many years since I reached that low. And back then I really didn't have anyone to pick me up, so it was worse and it was more prolonged. So kind of glad I had someone that to call me out this time. It was needed. But yeah, doing better now. At least mentally, psychologically, whatever. Feeling better in the matters of the mind. So, yay. Yeah, that's really all I got right now. Can't think of anything else at the moment. I really do need to start writing things down because I know I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to start thinking about things that I should have been talking about all along, but just managed to forget. Like right now, I know my voice is absolute, it's just absolute dog shit. I mean, it's kind of even for me, it's kind of low compared to my usual voice. Anyway, it's definitely a lot lower, a lot more Marge Simpson-esque. The graveliness of it goes. Yeah, I'm not sick or anything. It's just, I don't know. It just kind of took on that tone today. It's weird. I feel like maybe there's something coating my vocal cords, like some phlegm or something. And that might be doing it. Yeah, that might have been it. That very well might have been what was bogging me down. Because, yeah, I'm. It feels a lot clearer now. Oh, God, I keep looking over to the left here. Your right, my left. And I'm just watching this string of purple lights. I bought them like right after Halloween. There was a rope light. I should have bought it like multiples, so I could just string them all along the ceiling. But I just bought the one, and it's probably a good thing I just bought the one because I'm looking here and I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 different bulbs that are already burned out, and it's less than a year old. It's been on the entire time since I plugged it in back in November. So, kind of disappointed that I got something burning out or about to burn out. But I guess I paid like $4 or $5 for it was all. So my finances weren't decimated over it. And I guess it kind of gives me an excuse to get the other lights I bought installed in its place too. So I bought a couple of strings of these color changing programmable LEDs with remote control. I haven't really had a good place to set them up because, well, they need a power outlet and they need nice clear access to the ceiling so I can set them up properly. And yeah, outlets around here are at a premium and always in really weird spots. Like in this bedroom alone, I have 2 sets of outlets there in the corner here, one there, and one blocked off by the bed. And then from there, for the other half of the room, I got one in the corner there, and I got one next to the bed. And that's the layout here. It's like this whole center section here, where the camera is set up in front of. Not a single outlet, just a space heater, just a baseboard heater, and the window. So, anyway, I just prattle on about fucking the electrical bullshit. Oh god, I gotta go to bed. So I will turn this off, upload it, go to bed, and then tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, whatever. When I wake up later on today, I'll go to work and start earning back the money that I spent. All of the money that I spent on manga over the past month. God. Anyway, you have yourselves a great weekend, and I will talk to you again later. Adios.